Hi there, welcome to my channel. So this is Pegasus, it's time to fly. Hope you feel like you're flying this festive season. So this is a tarot reading and mindfulness channel. And I'm really trying to get more and more content out there. So it's quite exciting. I love what I do. I'm a writer, an energy reader, and I do some healing as well. And building up this channel, there's lots of readers, amazing tarot readers out there, by the way. A lot that I also look at myself. But with all that content, it's really important that people that view my channel can like, share and subscribe. I don't know how, technically, how the algorithms work, but the more that you're able to do that, the more it raises the profile of Pegasus, It's Time to Fly, and then the content can just be viewed by so many more people. So that'd be really great if you could do that. And I'd be really grateful for that. So thank you. So on with today's reading. So I recently went to Scotland. I went to Loch Lomond. Oh my God, it was amazing. It's so beautiful there. And I stumbled across an enchanted forest. Woo woo. That is a bit of me, I can't lie. It's so beautiful. It was out in nature. There were all these tiny little fairy and elf doors and houses and stuff. And I thought that would make a really great Christmassy December pick a card reading. And that's what I'm going to do for you today. Yeah. And it's December. Can you believe we're in December already? I think lots of people will be putting their decorations up today and getting very festive, like getting the mulled wine out. I will be, for sure. And yeah, just embracing it, I guess. It's definitely a very wintry, wet, blustery day outside, that I can see from my window. And I thought, if we're going to do these readings for December, let's have some snow. So I thought I would give you snow. So that's to start us off on the festive season. So in a moment you will see 3 doors and you will pick 1, 2 or 3 and each will reveal a special message for you. So I hope you enjoy that and take your time to pick the one that resonates most for you. These are collective readings, so lots of people will be seeing these readings. They are general as well, so resonate with what interests you, take what you can from it. Some of it you might think that doesn't resonate, and that's fine. You may want to pick another reading or another door, and you're quite within your rights to. So I will see you in the reading. Merry Christmas as well. Oh. So, group 1, you picked the red fairy door number 1 from the Enchanted Forest. So what I've done previously, before I start the reading, is I have, you picked the door along with the card, and that was the 9 of Cups. So I had picked for each 3 doors, the piles of my Modern Witch Tarot deck already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one pile here where we're going to just look at messages and energies for this month, and then I'm going to pick you a couple of Romance Angels cards for the subject of love, relationships and so on. Then I'm going to pick you an Angel Tarot card at the end and ask the Spirit Guides card for some guidance before ending. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Kind of feeling that energy. Now, is that your energy? Because when I read, like I'm an energy reader, and I do get these sort of messages, and sometimes I channel things from people that are listening, and I pick up on stuff. So have you got this energy about you at the moment where you want to get things done, get organised? It's going to be a full-on busy month, so I guess that would be a collective energy maybe. People feeling that they've got to buy presents, arrange stuff for Christmas Day, families coming to visit, that sort of thing. So that might be your energy group number 1. So let's lay them out then. So we've got your 9 of Cups that I mentioned earlier. So 9s are about completing the cycle, and they're also about kind of wishes, fulfillment, this sort of thing coming true. I'm going to hold the cards up as well. I know you can sort of see basically from my desk, but as I talk you through them, we'll go over them. So your 9 of Cups, in the Modern Witch, is this lady sat with her arms folded. And the energy I'm picking up from you, Group 1, is perhaps you're not feeling like you've had your 9 of Cups moment yet. Perhaps there's this energy that you're not that happy with your lot right now. You know, when we sit like that, our body language is very closed off. So are you closed off at the moment? Are you, this is like general energy and messages, but it makes me feel like, because these are cups, cups are normally symbolic of love, emotion. So do you feel like your emotional state is a little bit disconnected right now? Are you feeling that those around you are either not being very loving to you, or you're not able to express that love for those people around you? It's really interesting as well, because next to it you have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So in the upright, this is somebody really helping to nourish something in order for it to grow, and then sort of standing back and looking at their harvest as if to say, yeah, I'm really happy with that, that's going quite well. And in reverse, it means that you have, and with your arms folded, it's like there seems to be this feeling of being dissatisfied currently. Pentacles are about earth signs, so they're your Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and these are often about very material items. So this could be this idea of financial, not being happy with your financial situation, or worrying about money, or feeling in this energy of lack. It's this idea that you don't feel like there's a lot of growth around you at the moment in these material areas. And this doesn't necessarily have to just be money with these pentacles. This could be growth in your career, the way you see yourself in the world. This could be material possessions, feeling like you don't have enough. Sometimes I think December can really highlight this as well, because it's all about spending money, socialising, going out, dressing up, all this sort of thing. And if you're in this sense where you don't feel you have the energy or the lack or the finances or the resources in order to enjoy that, it can feel a little bit daunting for you. So I'm picking up that energy for you, Group 1. And then you have the 7 of Swords. You have a lot of air energy in this, because you've got 2 lots of swords, because next to it is the 6 of Swords. So you go, it's almost like you're going from a 7 to a 6. So instead of going up, you feel like you're going down. So do you feel unfulfilled presently? Are you feeling this idea that something's getting away from you? Spirit are saying this is literally just a mindset. The swords are about mindsets. They're about the way you see things in the world, your view. You know, I talk about mindfulness quite a lot on my channel, and I'm sat here with this top with happy written on it. Mindfulness, I put a post out recently. Mindfulness is not always happy, happy, happy. I have to be positive about everything. Sometimes it's about addressing how we really feel. How do we feel about our life or the people in it? Is this a time where we are feeling like there's been injustices, or things aren't fair, or things didn't go perhaps the way we wanted them to? I think we all get times like that. I've certainly had them recently. So I feel your pain. I really do. But what I would want to sort of note about that is that things can always be turned round, and it does start with the messages we tell ourselves internally. Are you telling yourself internally, well, I'm no good at that, well, I don't have enough money, well, I can't take part in that, or I don't feel festive, I don't, you know, it's good to address your feelings. Why are you feeling like that? Think about it. Most of these things come from some sort of being dissatisfied, as I mentioned earlier, or being maybe in a bit of an unhappy, low vibrational state. So I think it might be a time to address internally to yourself how you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Perhaps there's some room in 2022 for new ways of thinking, new ideas, creating more positive ideas. Sevens are about victory, and this 6 in this card, the 6 of Swords, is very much this energy of moving forward, getting to a better place in our well-being, I guess, in a better mindset, feeling a little bit like there's hope. There's hope for building the dreams in the 9 of Cups that we want, the fulfillment, the stuff that we perceive is going to make us happy. And maybe they are just perceptions. Maybe they are, like the Pentacles, material things. Perhaps you think you want those things because they make you happy. But do they make you happy? Does having all of that make you happy? Maybe not. Maybe we all, with the law of attraction, we're all manifesting all the time, I believe. And we're constantly wanting to improve, but we also, without knowingly, compare ourselves to everybody else as well. I think that's like a really dangerous thing. I think they said, what's the famous quote from Buddha? It's, comparison is the thief of joy, basically. So the more we look at what other people have, the more we come outside of ourselves, and that's not authentic. We need to ground ourselves, get within ourselves and think about what's at the root of those feelings. And I think December is going to be a time, maybe those thoughts are going to be going through your head while all the happy festivity stuff's going on in the background. Perhaps you're not feeling that right now. Okay, so I'm going to now pull on the back of that energy you a couple of romance angel cards. So I'm going to kind of try and keep it to a couple. Oh, one jumped out, so we'll take that one. I do like to take jumpers. And, oh, there's quite a lot there. I don't think I can take all of those, group 2, but I will take this one. I'm going to read those 2 for you. Okay, so we have, in the idea of romance, we have the honeymoon card and we have the deception card. Quite conflicting cards, depending on how you read them. The energy of this honeymoon, it says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then in your deception card it says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. This to me tells me that there might be some difficulties within relationships that you have. This might not necessarily be a romantic, this could be family. Because at Christmas time we spend time with our relatives and there's a lot of pressure on us to get it right, to make it perfect. I think this is like a major problem, and these cards really relate to this first part of the reading, about this idea of feeling that you don't have enough, or feeling that you're not enough. So it might be a really good exercise at this point to think, is it that I don't feel enough, or is it that the people in my life I'm perceiving don't think I'm enough? And you know, nobody makes us feel a certain way. We make ourselves feel that way. We're in charge of ourselves. It's really tricky to get your head around that sometimes. Sometimes I think we can all get ourselves in that little victim mode at times where, well, that person's made me feel like that, and that person's not doing this, and that person's not doing that. Now, yes, we do have those feelings from our loved ones and the important individuals in our lives. But I think this might be just telling you that firstly, stop thinking that there is such a thing as perfect, because there isn't. There is no perfect scenario. You know, we see all these Christmas adverts of these beautiful homes and all these presents and stuff like that, but really Christmas, you know, without sounding a bit cliche, is about love. And it's about sharing that time with the people we love. And maybe limiting that time with the people that are, you know, close to us, but we don't have that much enjoyment spending time with them. Maybe limit the time you do that and do the best you can and tell yourself, you know, that's enough. I've given that, I've tried, I've put a lot of effort into this, and I'm really happy with that, and that's enough. Try to avoid this, well, I could do more, or should I do more? Or because sometimes that's never ending, and that really is highlighting to us that there's something inside of us that we're not fulfilling or we've not worked on, that we've decided. Because we are enough. We are all enough. So this is about a time coming into this holiday period where, you know, take the mask off. Take that mask off. Be honest. Tell the people around you how you're feeling. You know, that if you're struggling to get everything done, speak to your family or partners or those people in your lives, your friends that support you and help you. Find your voice and make it a really loving, happy holiday, or the best you can with the circumstances that you have. All of our lives look very different. We don't all have this perfect Dickens Christmas image of family in our life. We all have diverse setups. So I think it's a time about accepting yourself and giving yourself a bit of festive love and joy and peace and goodwill. You know, let's let it start with ourselves first, and then we will have more energy to give to those others around us. So it's a real message and call to loving the self, accepting the self, and, you know, looking forward and deciding that you're going to have a nice time. Some of you might have a lot of young children, and, you know, it might be a lot of work, and it might be really tiring and lots of noise and lots of rah 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 going on. It might be like, whoa, you know, this is going to be a lot. So maybe just take those bits of time to duck out of that and have a bit of quiet time just for yourself. To be able to freely enjoy that Christmas holiday and break yourself. Honeymoons, in this card it talks about the honeymoon. So there are some of you that might be your first Christmas together, and it might be really frightening because you might have all these expectations about how brilliant and perfect it needs to be, and the deception might be that it might not live up to the expectations. Deception could also mean some of you may have had breakups prior to Christmas, and your family Christmas Day might look very different. Your December might look very different. You might not be filled with lots of joy and harmony and all of those things, and that's okay too. But, you know, enjoy the bliss and holiday time. Enjoy, even if you're not in bliss, enjoy a break. Enjoy some you time. You know, if you are with loved ones and you're looking forward to that, enjoy that time that you have together, where people aren't at work, or, you know, children are off on holidays, and there's that retreat idea. And we're in winter, so I think we all have this sort of need to be indoors and be cozy and be warm. And whatever that looks like, I guess, for you, Group 1, you need to make time to do that. Okay. So, now I'm going to look at the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue and pull you a card from here. Pull you a card. 15 cards will come out with me. And yeah, we're going to look at that. And I don't normally read from the book with this deck, because it's a tarot deck, but in angelic form. But actually I'm going to today because my angels are saying pick a card and we want you to read from the book today. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So we've got the Three of Air. So this is the Three of Swords. And in the normal tarot deck, when I see the Three of Swords, it does denote pain. And it does denote heartache. So, I think in the card you've got these two horses with this baby horse. And I will read from the card, but before I do that, I just want to get the energy that I'm reading from this. It's talking about healing and making room and space and time, like what I just spoke about here. Giving yourself the time to heal. There's a lot of collective messages that I've had this week about healing. Not just as a healer, but generally from other channels and channeling that I've done myself, to this idea that there is a lot of people out there that are healing broken hearts, are dealing with great sadness. And this can also be a time of year of loneliness for some people, and this idea of feeling out in the cold. With healing, as a healer, with healing, what I have to say about that is it's a journey that has no time specific period on it. Everybody's healing process is different, and some people that avoid it or don't understand that the healing needs to be done can sometimes prolong it. But the journey will happen, it will play out. It's important to give yourself permission to feel however you're feeling, to feel angry, to feel sad, to feel lost, to feel loneliness. Some people, loneliness will be a theme in this, and you're not alone. You are surrounded, depends on how spiritual you are and what your faith beliefs are, but you are surrounded by love, and you are surrounded by spirit and guidance that just wants to nurture you at this time. And that's your message, that they want to nurture you, group one. So I'm going to read from the book for the Three of Air. Tricky setup on here. Okay. Something has occurred that makes you sad. This may be a current situation or something from your past that has lingered and continues to distress you. Trust that the sadness will pass and you'll eventually see this situation purpose in your life. Take time to heal, release painful memories and move bravely forward. Forgiveness is a powerful healer. Don't hold on to the energy of past disappointments or conflict. Remember to forgive yourself for choices you might wish you'd made differently. You did the best you could at the time and allow yourself to move on. You know what? It's this self-punishment as well that can prolong our healing. Instead of punishing yourself for what's happened, how it's played out, start to think, okay, I am going to go through this process. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I am going to accept my feelings and I'm going to sit with them and I'm going to move through it and move forward ultimately. So this can also bring about like maybe arguments or misunderstandings. Maybe some of you have had that, but it's really amplifying what I spoke about in terms of loneliness, relationship concerns, all like painful revelations. Perhaps something's come to light recently and thrown this month into disarray for you. So we have this energy around you. So I just want to send you lots of healing and love, because I know this energy myself very well and it's pretty difficult to sit with. But you know what? We talk about it in terms of time, and that can mean, and so this shall pass. This too shall pass. So this won't be feeling as it feels right now forever. You won't be lonely forever. You won't be heartbroken forever. You won't be feeling betrayed or sad forever. There will come a time when there will be more lightness and more fun, and harmony will regain. Okay, I'm going to ask the guides now just to, and they did, give us another card. And this is the card we're going to end on. And it's quite a fitting card. It comes from the Holy Spirit. There are all sorts of master, ascendants, and spirits involved in this deck. And this one is from the Holy Spirit. And it's rest. So it talks about resting. Again, another really important part of healing is giving ourselves time to rest, recuperate. I kid you not, Group 1, my battery has just switched off twice. Me trying to continue the end of your reading. So I'm a big one for signs and synchronicities, and it feels like I'm trying to talk to you about rest and the battery switched off, and then it switched off again, and then again. So I feel like you need to switch off. And you need to recharge your batteries right now, Group 1. I think this is a really important message for you. There's this dove on the front of this card, which is all about peace and getting calm and tranquility. And it feels like you don't know what that means right now. There's a lot of anxiety, and perhaps you feel like you can't just switch off or sit down, or there's just too much energy. I think it's a time maybe to get some grounding for you. If you're somebody like myself that can meditate, brilliant. I did some before I started today. It just bases your energy so that you're able to feel more balanced and leveled up. And when you're in that state of mind, you're more able to communicate and make good decisions and feel generally better in yourself. So take some time to meditate or ground, maybe go for a long walk out in nature, be in nature, that's very grounding as well with Mother Earth, and find a way to recharge your batteries. And really set this as a goal for you for this month. To not get caught up in everything, that's going on. If you need to just retreat, shut the front door, put the heating on, and cook yourself in the warm, and maybe that's what you need, then I would advise you to do that, Group 1. Send in lots of love. Take care. Right. Sorry, I just had to get up and adjust the battery. The battery kept switching off on Group 1s. There was such this really heavy sense of their emotion. But anyway, on to you, Group 2. So you picked elf door number 2, which was the blue door. Blue door? The blue door. And yes, so today you picked the card from the front, you picked the door and the Queen of Pentacles. And then I'd already pre-shuffled and picked you 3 more tarot cards. So we're going to do the first row, which is going to be any messages or energy coming up for you for this month for that. And then I'm going to pick 2 Romance Angels cards in terms of love and family and relationships and that sort of thing. And then you will get an Angels tarot deck card, and then finish off on a Spirit Guide card, which I will shuffle and pull for you as we go. So, Queen of Pentacles. Now, before I pull the other ones and comment on anything, I just want to talk about this Queen of Pentacles. She's very in control of her life, this Queen of Pentacles. These are earth signs again, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Doesn't have to be necessarily female, but this might be a female in your life, or this might be you. It can also be a masculine energy, but coming out as the Queen. And the Queen is the more softer side of the court cards, King and Queen. But when I say softer, she's just as strong, but she is able to gain things in her life with grace. Let's say it like that. Yeah. She is in control of her finances. She's a very accomplished character. Someone who is doing pretty well for herself, feels pretty abundant in her life. She's somebody who has taken the time to understand herself and her skills and her talents in order to cultivate who she is. So that is a pretty cool card to start for you, group 2. You then have the Knight of Swords next to it. Now these are air signs. So these are your Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And air signs, as I talk about swords, are usually kind of cut into the chase. The way we make our decisions, or we think about things, or new ideas, I guess. And with this knight, knights are very honourable, and he's on a Pegasus white horse there. They're very honourable, and this knight, it's like he's charging in. I feel like, because he's next to this queen, I feel like he's charging towards this Queen of Pentacles. So this might be an air sign coming into your life, or somebody who's already in your life. It might be a new idea or a new project or challenge coming for you. You know, sometimes we go towards our desires and our ambitions, and sometimes opportunities come to us and we just don't see them coming. And it feels like for you, group 2, there's a big opportunity coming your way, or a romance coming your way. Feels like a fast energy. It feels like if this is a person, they're not messing about. They're coming in full speed. Whether you wish to entertain that is completely down to you, I guess. You've also got next to it, gosh, if this isn't even more of that speed energy, you've got the 8 of Wands. These are fire signs. So these are your Leo, Sagittarius energy. And these energies are fiery. And Aries, sorry. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And these are fiery. So these can be lines of communication, opportunities, something that really motivates you, that's going to come towards you this month. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, you've got this person on this card on a motorbike. Do you have a motorbike, group 2? Do you want to get a motorbike? Do you want to ride off into the sunset with this Knight of Swords, maybe? Yeah, also, on a note of that potentially being love or relationship or some new opportunity, the Pentacles are about growth. So the Pentacles are signifying, if this is a person, this is about somebody that's going to offer you something or come into your life and offer you growth. So it's going to be good for you. So if something has already come towards you and you've been like, you know, is this the right fit for me? This card is saying, yes, go for it. Like I say, can you see all the greenery? This card, she has almost like Christmas actually, like garlands over her head. She's wearing a crown, so she's gracious, she's majestic, and she has like her feet on the ground, so she's pretty grounded character. But she has all this growth just growing up around her feet. I feel like this is you. This is like a real upturn from the last reading, and I'm happy for your positivity, group 2. And I'm wishing you lots of luck in that, whatever that is for you. You then have the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles, it's usually this lady, well, it is this in this deck, it's this lady stood by herself, and she has grown the crop. She's put the work in, and she's now feeding from her crop. Everything is coming into fruition. And she's able to stand back, and she's confident, and she's bold. And as I say, I'm saying she because it's the lady on this card, but this might be a he if you're watching, is showing you that you have everything you need right now within yourself. You have the power to make things happen. You can create. This is a really, even though it's an earth sign, so earth's about material things, it grounded in reality in our lives. So this is you being able to bring things into your reality, being able to grow. Perhaps you're manifesting something at the moment that's really important to you, that you want to, perhaps it's your business. Perhaps you started your own business and you're really trying to make it grow, make it work. And this is a big green light for you. And this is saying that, yeah, there's really great things to come. And things are looking pretty good for you this month. So that's good news, I'd say. Whoa. So I'm now going to shuffle you a romance angel card, as I said. I'm going to take that one. And that one's jumped. So I'm going to see this is a sign from Spirit, this one. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So it tells me that if there is somebody on your radar, you're good to go. They feel the same way. It's reciprocated. And this Queen of Pentacles, look how good her hair is. She's looking good. You're looking good for the festive season, I'd say. And romantic feelings are going to be high energy for you, I'd say. So, they're worth exploring. So, go with the flow. You like that person if they like you. If there's a Christmas party or there's an opportunity, take the leap of faith, I would say. It says worth waiting for is your next card. And you've got these two beautiful angels on this card. So this is like divinely timed. It says, divine timing is at work in your love life. This could be a soulmate connection, a divinely timed union between you and somebody else. You might already know them, and that's what it's saying worth waiting for. It might have been you felt you were in this sort of stuck waiting energy for this person to, I don't know, come into your realms of possibility. Perhaps they were not available and now they are. Or they maybe weren't even in the right emotional mindset, or they were going through a healing period and perhaps now they're at a really good place in their life and the stars are aligning for you. So this is all looking a little bit sizzly for you for December. Just nice. It's nice to feel like that. It's, you know, we don't always feel like that. So when we do, when our fires have been reignited, it's kind of a nice thing. I'm going to pick you an angel card. And, well, or they're going to pick you an angel card. Okay, 5 of air. Learn what you can from this situation and review everyone's motives. Okay, so romance is in the air. Things are looking good. 5 of air can sometimes just be careful. Go for it, take the leap of faith. But just be aware of this person's motives, energies, what they're giving, what they're presenting. It can also say as well, sometimes this 5 of air can be taking what you deserve. So maybe when it says review motives, I think it might be think about your own motives. So this air is about your thought processes. Go into this with the right mindset. If it is a new relationship or an existing relationship and things are improving, think about what your motives are, what you're looking to achieve. What is it that you aim to gain from this emotional connection? Is it just a very casual thing? Is it something a bit deeper? Is it something that you want to express on a different level? So when you go into it, just really be aware of who you are and what you're about. Sometimes I think when people go into new relationships especially, I always think the relationship starts off kind of how you left your last relationship. So if you left your last relationship very recently, and this is what this fast moving energy I was talking about, and you're going straight back into something else, I'm not saying don't jump straight into something else, because it might be what you need to do right now. But be aware of the underlying feelings. Be aware of, to some extent, where you've been and what the journey has been to get you to where you are before you start this next tete-a-tete or relationship. And assessing those motives might be that you say, you know, this is just a little festive romance, it's a bit of fun, I am not looking to get involved, I'm still dealing with some other emotional things going on in my life, then that's fine. But just be honest about that and go into it knowing the facts. That's the energy I feel that I'm getting from this. Okay, so let's read from the book. They did say to me in the beginning, we want you to read from the book, so I said I would. So fives are about challenges as well. So maybe there's been some challenges leading up to this. I also spoke for somebody about this starting a business and being able to really cultivate that now. Perhaps you've been on a really long road and you felt like you were failing or it wasn't working out, and now perhaps the wands are shooting forward for you. Sometimes it just takes that moment, doesn't it? And something just clicks, or something falls into place or aligns, and then you're like, you know, you just fly. So I feel like that this angel card could be talking about that as well, that it's not been an easy road, and you really needed to think about what your passions are and what was driving you. You really need to go back to the start and think, well, why am I even doing this? Why was I led to start this business? Okay. Your power lies not in how the chips fall, but in how you handle yourself moving forward. You may now feel that the cost of this venture is too high. Carefully evaluate the way events have transpired in order to gain valuable lessons for your future. Someone in this situation isn't coming from a place of integrity. The desire to win is so strong that this individual will ignore others' needs. Review everyone's motives, including your own. Do what you can to foster a win-win resolution. So this is exactly what I was just saying about this energy of this business or this project. Be very clear about what it is you want to achieve. Sometimes we get caught up in the reality, the material things, the drive. Are we doing this for ourselves? Are we doing it for somebody else? Is our intention in a place of integrity? Are we being as honest or as truthful as we can with ourselves and with the people that rely on us? And ultimately the people that we bring some worth to. So it's all about you working out this value. It could also mean that some of you have been on the end of romantic feelings that haven't been honest, and you're starting to find different bits of information out, and it's sort of making you think, is this person being honest with me? Are they being truthful? And this could be why this waiting has been going on. It says worth waiting for. Now it says worth it, so maybe it's like you're going to go through these endeavours, because fives are challenges and endeavours, and you've got to go through this challenge with this person or with this situation, and it's felt like, should I just give up? Is the price too high? And Spirit is saying there's a lot of lessons to be learned on the road to the end result. It's not just about what's right in front of you right now. If you can really look at the lessons and take really valuable things from them moving forward, in love or in life, then that's what they're really asking you to look deeply for, to be aware of. Okay, so it's just also saying additional meanings that it's never good to want to take revenge. It's not a good energy to be in. And if some of you are in a state where you are feeling a bit like that about somebody in the past, it's never in your best, highest good. I can't tell you not to do it because we all have those feelings sometimes. But when I think about forgiveness or taking revenge or this type of thing, the only person that ever pays for that is you, because you hold all of that inside of you in really high anxious type energies. So if you can move away from that, learn the important lessons and stay in your power of your Queen of Pentacles, that would be the advice that you'd be getting today. Okay. So, final card. Ooh, Spirit card. There's too many there. I can't read 8 or 9 cards. Want me to take them? No. Okay. Spirit, can you tell our group 2s? Okay. Well, there's a lot of cards there, but I'm going to take this top one. So Spirit are asking you to look at this idea of family at the moment. Family is an important message. It's number 10 as well, which is like completing something, so coming to the end of something. Maybe you're coming to the end of a disagreement, this 5 of air, with a family member. It is the season of goodwill, maybe. Maybe this has been like something like a disagreement, or you've not seen a family member for a very, very long time and you're reconnecting. Okay, I'm going to read from the book as well. I don't normally read from any of these books, but today they said, can you read from the book please, Heather? Oh, they didn't say Heather, but they pretty much said Heather. Okay, 10. I'm looking at the wrong book. Do you know what? I'm confused. You feeling confused? Number 2. I did pick up on this. I said this to group 1. I had exactly the same sort of thing happen in group 1s. So family. So this is really an issue of security, peace and harmony. The Holy Spirit is touching your soul, bringing about a deeper sense of peace and security. The challenges of the recent past are met, and thankfully you've survived. Due to the Holy Spirit's influence, your trials have only strengthened your capacity to love, leaving you with an even deeper appreciation of those you love. So I'm going to end your reading on this idea and this note that love is a really big topic for you in December. New love, old love, existing love, family love, love for friendships. So there's this idea that there's maybe this coming together. It feels like it will be in December for sure, because there's this idea of this speed. I talked about this coming in energy. Somebody wants to talk, somebody wants to sort things out, maybe it's you. But I just want to leave you with that thought that this is all about love for you, group 2. So have a wonderful Christmas and end to 2021. A merry, merry, merry Christmas to you, group 3. Feeling quite festive today. I haven't got my decorations up yet. The plan is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So you picked 3, the green Pixie Elves fairy door from the Enchanted Forest in Scotland. So along with that card, you saw the Lovers card, and I put the first card on with the door rather than not showing you any cards, because I thought it'd be really interesting what people saw and what drew people to make the decisions for which one they decided to listen to. So for those of you that picked the Lovers card of Gemini, yeah, so it's interesting that you picked that one and see what comes out as a result of that. So I'm going to do a pile of reading of energies and messages on this side from my Modern Witch Tarot. I'm then going to pull an Angel Tarot card and then ask the Spirit Guides for some guidance at the end for you. So a real direct message for you. And then you're going to get 2 Romance Angels cards so that we can look at love for this month. So we have the Lovers card, as I said. Whenever I see that card, I always want to break out into Love is in the air. Love is in the air, every sign and every sound. It always makes me want to, I mean, it may not be, right? I might be singing that. We might have on the cards and go, "Ooh, it's not been in the air for everybody. I can tell you. But it might be for you. Who knows? Let's read on and see what's in store for you." So the Lovers card, as I said, the card of Gemini, which is an air sign. The Lovers card can mean different things to different people, but a lot of readers understand that on this card there's 2 people holding hands, Adam and Eve, and the Lovers card is like, it's a divinely guided card where you are guided and looked over, and there's this idea of this moves towards a direction that's necessary, that is protected in a way and is divine, but it can also be about choices. So group 3, are you in the middle of having to make some difficult choices? Is there something going on that you feel a little bit unbalanced about? You're just really not sure which way to go at the moment, and yeah, you're in that stage of weighing things up. So let's see if we can shed a bit more light on that for you. Next to it you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is the lowest court card in all of the decks. So it's this idea of this younger energy. It's a fire sign. So maybe you're a fire sign, maybe you're a Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. And this young person is looking at this passionate wand, and that passion can be for something that person is deciding they really want. Are you aiming towards something that you think is the next step? Or maybe it's a person. You know, these wands can be quite phallic. I did sing Love is in the Air. Maybe this could be potential new partner, could be a younger person than you coming into your life, could be a fire sign, or maybe you're a fire sign. There's this idea of this person or this energy has something to teach you. So you're going to be learning something, you're going to be making choices, learning something. Perhaps this could be gaining clarity on that decision from the Lovers card. Or just taking the time to get more information before you jump. But yeah, it's kind of like about education as well. It could be you deciding, excuse me, it could be you deciding to study or learn something new, or take a job where you'd be learning new skills. A little top of my tea, sorry, I just got a little bit hoarse. Yeah, so this could be you see all these sort of mountains and peaks in the background. It could be that you're looking and it's potentially like this big mountain that you need to climb in order to do something new or to try something new, and it feels like a lot at the moment, and you're thinking, do I have the resources to do that? You know, can I make this work? And I think the answer is yes, you can make it work. Overall, out of these 4 cards, 3 of them are major arcana cards, and whenever there's more major arcana than the minor, there's always this idea that this is significant. This is a significant decision, a significant change in your path somehow. And it's going to start in December. And I have no doubt this is going to lead on into 2022. But the thing that makes me feel really positive about it, and it's like saying, okay, so this is like, go for it kind of energy, is you have the Emperor, which is also the card of Aries, and this is another fire sign. So it feels like it's telling you to go with your passion. Whatever is in your stomach and the fire that sits in there, go with that. Work out the how and whens and whats and ifs later. That will come. The universe will help you, collude with you to start to put these things in your pathway. But this Emperor is somebody that signs up for something and does it with gold stars. They are very powerful, in control. They can make things happen. They're somebody that sees things to the end, and they're somebody that has stamina. The Emperor is the King of Kings. So all the different kings of the pentacles, the cups, the swords and the wands, this Emperor has the power of all four elements, and he has mastery. So it feels like the Page then goes to the Emperor, and that's a huge jump. That's like jumping about 5 court cards. So maybe you start off as the Page and you end in the Emperor with whatever this new thing is in your life that you're hoping to take on or to change. There's this idea that they're around me saying there's going to be a lot of change for you, and you can't expect to know what that's going to mean yet because it's not all played out. The Moon card next to it, the Moon is about illumination. There might be loads of facts at the moment regarding this issue that isn't clear. And it's really asking you to just take the leap of faith blindly and jump. The Moon will catch you. The Moon will illuminate the way. We are actually about to enter into a new moon in about 4 or 5 days. So it might be that this resonates for you then, or it might just mean new moons are a great time to set a goal or a new target or aim for something and really put something into motion in order to, and that might be that you make your decision, or that you might be, okay, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to do it. So that moon is really illuminating the way. There's quite a lot of landscape in all 4 of these cards that I'm noticing. And there's one landscape with the Page of Wands that's like in this desert, which is quite barren. And then there's the Emperor's landscape, which is the cityscape, which is, you know, a total change in life. It feels like maybe this decision you're going to make is you're going to move somewhere different, or you're going to be in the centre of something where there's lots of people. But it's asking you to, with this Moon card, it's this very sort of Pisces, Cancer energy. And this is this mysterious energy that there'll be quite a lot going on under the surface of the water that you can't explain yet. Or you don't know how this is going to turn out. As I said, I've spoke quite a lot about education, training, careers, and that might resonate fully for you. But there'll be some of you out there where this will be love as well. And this Lover's card will be exactly what it means. And somebody will be coming into your space. And the Page of Wands will be igniting romance. And maybe lighting up parts of you that you haven't felt in a while. And this could be this barren landscape is now turning into the Emperor. And I can tell you, this Emperor is very nice indeed. They are somebody that can walk into your life and support, aid you, love you, and give you power. And make you feel powerful. Perhaps this new person in you are going to become a power couple. Maybe, who knows? And this Moon energy is this mystical, unknown being revealed to you. So maybe you are going to come into contact with this person. So you got one. These are the Romance Angels cards. And yeah, let's pull 2 so we can see what it says for love. Okay, so okay, so let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. This is the Moon card energy. Let it just happen. You don't know everything. You won't know the answers. You might not know how you'll feel. You might not know how it will work out. Just let it be. Let it happen. Let it reveal itself. You deserve love. So you've got this lady shooting an arrow. Shoot your shot. They just said. Shoot your shot, number 3. Or whatever it is you need to do. It says you are lovable, and what nicer message could we get right now? I think we can all have times of self-doubt and are we lovable? Are we enough? And this is saying yes you are. And in this one card it's showing this young man staring at this very attractive lady. And in this card she has a child with her, so maybe you have children. And maybe you've been a single parent, maybe you're just starting in a new relationship and that fills you with a bit of fear and a bit of concern. It says just let go of those control issues. There's a lot of essence of divine timing around this as well, and divinely guided. So yeah, you've got angels in the background looking over this man looking at this lady, and he's thinking, let me shoot my arrow of love. But it's very much this sense of allowing. So let's just allow it, you know? I don't know about you, but sometimes I can talk myself out of a million different scenarios, and in the past have done in terms of relationships. Oh, you know, this isn't right, that isn't right, and maybe this could happen, maybe that. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, so let's pull you an angel tarot and then a message from the guides to end on. My little elves, my little Christmas love elves. Okay. What angels would you like me to tell group 3 at this time? Additional message. Okay. Well, there's 50 million cards there which I won't take, but I'm going to take the top one. And it's a really good card. So this is the 10 of Earth. So that's the 10 of Pentacles in the normal tarot deck. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. These are little fairies, like the fairy door that you chose. And these are very magical little beings. And they're really light, loving energy. And they're just flitting around you right now. That's why you chose green, because this card's green. And yeah, so 10 of Earth, so 10 of Pentacles in the normal deck. This is when you have everything. This is when things can really come to fruition. So this is, you can have the family life, the home, financially you're okay, you have enough, you're enough to be happy on. There's this idea of generations, so there's like grandparents and children and family and dogs and all this idea. And it's an idea of contentment, I guess. So yeah, contentment. It's not a bad card to have, is it? Group 3s. To be content. Spirit guides, what could you tell us today? Okay, so purpose. So their message to you today is purpose. Okay, so this is a card of 38, which comes down to 11, which then comes down to a 2. This is how numerology works. So 2s again are, are lovers. This is 2 people. Relationships are 2 people. Well, not always, but in this case they're 2. And yeah, this is arrow again on this pathway, and this guy is holding this bouquet. So there's this real sense that this is for you. Whether this is this career I spoke about or this learning period that you're going to take on some new ambition, you know, the master teachers are looking over this whole thing with pride and with belief and with the knowledge and support that this is something you can definitely do. So let's read our cards for 38. I should really have glasses on because I can't really see. Consistency, dedication, reliability, faithfulness. We love a bit of faithfulness, spirit. You're beginning to stride into your purpose. Work is no longer a struggle, and your master teacher is guiding you along the way. The more aligned you become with your life's proper path, the more your days will flow with ease. You'll lose track of your barriers as you go with the flow and throw your heart and soul into your efforts. Your dedication will pay off in the long run. But even this isn't important. Your efforts are their own reward. Doing what you love so well and so faithfully fulfills you. Your challenge is to resist the temptation to push yourself to exhaustion. Remain measured and steady, and don't overlook the importance of taking a day of rest at least once a week. Once a week? Hope you get more rest than once a week. Your master teacher is pleased with your progress, but reminds you that even though you may love your work and feel that you could work forever, your body and mind do get fatigued. Develop the wisdom to know when to step away and refresh your soul. Your master teacher's message: pace yourself. So, whether it be love, work, or whatever it is for you in December. I say in December because there's this energy that this is the start of something. You're kind of just starting out in something, but it's divinely guided. And yeah, it's 10 of Earth. It's looking good. So on that note, I would like to wish you and your families a really Merry Christmas, and I'm going to be putting out the 2022 readings for the astrology signs very soon, and so Happy New Year with that as well. Take care.